Good morning, art buddies. Riri's giving me the countdown. You're so funny. I'm sitting here laughing, watching the clock. Good morning, Riri. Good morning, friends. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh. I am going to confess I turned 70 and I don't know. It's like my brain is shut off. Good morning, Gail. My last live, we were working on, hey, there's Nettie. Hi, Nettie. I was drawing eyes on envelopes and we drew some names. And I said I was going to spray them with a little fixative so it didn't move if you wanted to do anything with them. And I was so anxious to get them in the mail. The 4 that went, I didn't spray. So I want to tell those girls. So I'm looking for Angela Adele when she pops in, if she's here today. Kimberly 557, Gail, you're here, so you know. I didn't spray your envelope. This one is for Shaz. I need Shaz's address. And there was a 5th person. It already went in the mail. I should have written these down in my book and I didn't. Who else? Hey, there's Melody. Hi, Melody. And there's N. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, because the numbers got all crazy, and I think you probably were a winner, but you and another gal, your numbers were real close. Hey, there's Ann. She's having pork chops, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and okra. Oh, girl, if I lived at your house, you'd have to get well, you probably have to get a semi to get me in and out. I can go back and look at the video, but I just thought maybe someone else would remember. There's Malaya. Good morning, Malaya. I got my package. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's cutting up encyclopedia pages. All right, so when these girls come in, I have to make an announcement. An announcement. All right, so couple of things. I'm going to wait for a few more of you to get in here. I have an offer you may not be able to refuse. We'll just see how it goes. Gosh, that's going to drive me crazy. Oh, yes, I do like my goodies. I already got my magazines all ripped apart. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got some pretty lace. There's Peggy. Hi, Peggy. Good morning, good morning. Chantilly lace and a pretty face. Okay, so I've been wanting for a while to make little file folders to mimic a Tim Holtz product. Just because, I don't know, I am a bit of a hoarder. And we've talked about this before, so very many of us, get things, purchase things, are given things, are gifted things, and you don't want to use them because you just think they're so swell. And that's what I think about these little file folders that Tim Holtz puts out. See, they're mini. There's Shannon. Shannon, I can't believe you're awake. Hello, hello. But these are glossy. They're like a semi-gloss. They're not super high gloss, but I just don't know what I want to do with them. Look up, Ange says. I have some sad news. I went for my mammogram and they called me something different. Okay, we're not going to do a lot of medical things here, Ange. But as a word of encouragement, that has happened to me, and that has happened to my sister. And a lot of times it ends up not being anything significant. So I will keep you in my prayers as always, and chin up and just make sure you follow through. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Ange. And here's Kathleen. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm kind of not so great on the way they look. I mean, they don't still look like Tim Holtz to me. And I could do stuff to them, sure. But see, then back a while ago, no, I didn't look at it yet. Peggy's asking if anyone saw Tim Holtz's fall and Halloween. Anyone maybe fall under Tim Holtz's spell, Halloween spell. He got me good. I'm gonna have to watch. I just don't do too much Halloween as far as crafts and journals and stuff. It's not my jam, as Tim would say, but I do like to look at his stuff. Anyhow, it's been a couple of years, I think. If you were a follower of Kathy Arbor, and if you're not, and you enjoy to watch someone paint and create, you need to check Kathy Arbor's channel out. But she had a file folder, several file folders that she painted on and did different things, and I don't know what all she had in that journal, but it was so cool. And I thought, a smaller one of that would be really something. And then Rosemary Morris, she had, let's see, I mimicked her too, a file folder type thing that Rosemary had put together. Let's see if I can grab it. It's right here. I forgot about this until just now. I haven't done anything too much in it. I just put it together. Somehow you'd have to go back and check Rosemary Morris's channel. I think if you just put in file folder, it probably would come up. And I kind of just mimicked what I thought she did. So I just took a bunch of file folders and stitched them together. And then I hooked them together with strips of fabric underneath my threads there. And it's just to draw and do art on, or whatever you want to do. Oh, I did do one page. So this is kind of the way I put it together. It's kind of loosey-goosey. Okay, just as a reminder, if there's something you want me to see, please put it in caps. That would help me out a lot. I've got a lot of bright lights on here. And so there's a lot you can do with this, but I just thought a mini one similar to those file folders that Tim has available might be fun. Now, I'm just going to jump in and get started. I don't know if this is going to work, but I've got here my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, which is what I'm going to make the tabs, hopefully, of the file folder. Now, I wanted to show you what I started out with. My sister Nancy, for many years, was a part owner in a company that provided file folders for doctors' offices. And every once in a while, they'd get a batch that would come in that were defective in some way. Now, this one has a pocket, and the back part here is really, hey, Janice, good morning. Oh, gosh, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hi, Janice. This is really heavy, so like they double manilaed it here, and they come glued together. Now, of course, I don't use any of these clips, so I took a couple of these apart because that's what I have available as far as a manila type material. And so I cut them different sizes. Now I thought I measured correctly with the one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be like Tim's. So I cut several different sizes. So if anybody wants to do this or mimic this, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to turn out or not. And I'm thinking I might want to put some pages in. So we'll just see how it goes. So I wanted a couple of different sizes. And so this is what I cut out. I cut out, now I cut out 2 of each because I'm hoping to put 2 together. We'll see how it goes. And then I just took Tim's folders and put them at the top here and just made little lines where I want to chomp down with my envelope cutter. Because you see, I'm not too much of a measurer. But I did cut 2 pieces that are 3.5 by 7 inches. And then I did take, hey, there's Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning. I did take my rounder and rounded off the bottom edges. So I've got 2 of the 3.5 by 7. I've got 2 of 5 by 7.5. I think that's what these were. And then I've got 2 5 by 7s. And I did the same thing on all of them. I rounded the bottom and I just put little marks where I'm hoping to put, you know, the tab part. I've got 4 of the 9 by 6. This is going to be my outside edge. And then I've got 2 9 by 6 of that heavier manila on the back of that folder. I'm not sure I can get this to punch through this. So, and I'm not sure how this might fold when I go to fold them up to actually make the folder. And then I was thinking I might want to put some pages in. So I took apart one of my little, yeah, that might work. I took apart one of my, the observers, what are they called? I've got a bunch of them here because I want to talk to you about these in a little bit. I want to wait till a few more folks get in. Okay, Ange, just listen. Don't be sewing your fingers. The Observer's Book of, and there's all different, and I pulled out some pages out of the horse one. So I might use those as pages. We'll see. We'll see. I just don't know. I don't know where we're going. I did not do a practice. I do not know how it's going to look. So if anyone is not familiar with the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch, it's exactly what it says. You can make your own envelopes using this tool, and it gives you all different page size measurements, and you get your own little bone folder in there that's not really a bone folder, it's a plastic folder. It's a nifty little tool. So I'm just going to eyeball it because I don't know. Now, if you look at this, this is where the magic happens. You put your paper in, and of course, if you're making an envelope, say you want a card, say size 3 by 7, then it tells you you need a piece of paper 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and your score line is at 2 3/4. Hey, Vanessa, hi, how are you? So you would go to 2 3/4. 2 3/4, which I'm not seeing. There it is. And that's where you would do your first punch. But because I'm not making an envelope and I just am wanting to make those little tabs like you see on a regular file folder, I'm just going to eyeball it with this little doohickey here and just line it up and punch. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of try to put my first mark that I made, make sure my paper is up, and I don't know how this is going to go, guys. So there's my first divot. And you know what? If it's not perfect, this is, I mean, this is just like a little experiment. I pretty sure. See, so now I've got this little tab. This I'm going to end up trimming off. All right. And like I said, they don't have to be perfect. Let's see. Let's do another one. This is my, hey, there's Cal. Hi, Cal. She's popping in real quick to say hi. Oh, thanks, Kel. I hope you have a great day too. So then in preparing for today, I thought, well, I don't want my manila folders to be this, manila vanilla color. So I keep coffee in my fridge so I can use it for my art. All right, now this is one of those thicker. Hey, Joyce. Ooh. Yeah, see, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. Let's try it this way. I may have to stand up. No. Oh, there it goes. Whew. See, I was thinking something heavier might be nice for an outside cover. Okay, let's try it again. I remember when I first bought one of these, when I first put this, and I was watching a lady. She was wondering if anybody ever found anything you could do with the little cutaway bits. I have not. Okay, so this is going to be hopefully my outside cover. Anyway, so what I did was I wanted to make my coffee. There's Kimberly. Okay, Kimberly, you won one of my eyeball envelopes, and it's on its way. I said I was going to spray it with a fixative, and I forgot. I was so anxious about getting it into the mail. So when you get it, if you have a fixative, you might want to spray it, or just know that if you put any kind of moisture on it, it's going to smear. I hope that makes sense. Oh, this may not. Let's stand up. Let me put all my oomph behind it. It's just these two that I wanted for covers. Now that little bit got stuck in there. Okay. So if you're just popping in, what I'm trying to do is create little mini file folders to make a journal. Oh, that sounds nice, Jacqueline. So I'm just praying that there was no rain. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I got these ready. Look, I'm messing this up. I'm going to get them in the mail. And then after they went, I thought, oh my gosh. But there were 5 of you. Angela, Adele, Kimberly, Gail A, Shaz, and I'm forgetting one other person. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Who all the numbers were in the 30s, which was weird. So I just want to let you know that they're not, as promised. So of course this doesn't have to be exact. This is just, we're seeing how it goes. Now I was thinking I'd have to do the bottom edge here, but see, we're going to fold, we're going to score and then fold these. So this is just the top part where the little tabby sticks out. That noise is probably annoying. I should have done some of these, I guess, off camera. But I cut them all ahead so you wouldn't have to be bothered with all that nonsense. I'm trying to think if there's I think there's something else I want to tell you. Oh, this one I'm going to try to do way over on the edge. Okay. And then I did that really small one. Not sure how that's going to look. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, so now let's do the little guy. Whew. I think my lights are heating me up this morning. I hope I got that one a little crooked. Okay. So now I'm going to get all my little bits. All my little punch outs. See, I hate throwing that out. I do. All right. So now, so then I started to tell you what I was doing. So I keep coffee mixed up in my refrigerator. So when I want to use it to color pages or whatever, I have it available. Well, I wanted it a little darker and a little thicker. So I thought, well, I'll put it in the microwave. So I set it for, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes, came out here and it was, working on stuff. And it boiled over. It boiled over. Can you even stand it? It boiled over. All right, how do I want to do this? All right, so this is, you want it maybe a little bit underneath here where you are going to make your fold. So I'm going to go about there. I'm going to pinch that. And that's where I want to put my score line. So that's about, I don't know what the lines are, so I can't even tell you what it's about. I'm doing it one line. This is how, I don't want to call myself dumb, but it's dumb. This is how loopy I am. We'll say loopy. 7 minutes is way. Well, it was ice cold out of the fridge, but yeah, you ought to see the mess I have. And of course, I don't have time to fuss with it because I was getting ready to stream. Hubby's out doing stuff. So he's going to come home and find that mess. Okay, so then the other part, now I'm going to take my bone folder and really push that down. But let's do this first. Let's get a ruler. I want to make myself a little mark with a little pencil. And I got a divot there. And I'm eyeballing this, kind of. I mean, I have the ruler, but see, so then I'm going to just snip this little bit off. These are not going to be perfect. And then now, of course, the file folder has, several different lines down there. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. So I think what I'm going to also do is once I get that trimmed, I'm going to come back in with my rounder. See, that's not gonna work. That's really not gonna work either. I don't know if I can get it in this one better. All right, so I need an idea. See, I'm not liking that they're that. I need an idea for that. I wonder if I can use this again. Stay out of the kitchen. Okay. What did I do the other day? I did something. No, that's going to be the wrong way. All right, where's Marty when I need her? Okay, somebody help me think. How can I round those edges and have them all look half decent? Trace something? Yeah. Use my scissors? Yeah. That really, I know that'll be my last resort. That's very difficult for someone who's anal like I am. I did something. What was I cooking in the? I did something in the kitchen. Do you have a file folder edge you can trace? Yeah, I do. I do have that. All right, so let's do the rest of these. So that was basically, I think I folded it here. Try the top of the envelope punch. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but see, I think the curve goes the other way. I might get a piece of scrap and do that, Vanessa, before we're done. Now I'm thinking I want them all to be scored. If I score this here, is that going to be in the right spot? Not quite. All right, so this size I want right here. Circle punch, maybe to chop the corners. Okay, I can try that. I can look at that and see what that looks like. And some of you may not be as, fidgety about stuff like this, but I can't help it. That's just how I am. Anyway, so I've got my coffee here because I want to coffee stain these. I do have a corner punch, Kel. I tried that, but it's not because of I don't have too much width here. I can't get my corner in there. It didn't work. Now I'm thinking maybe some of the replayers, you may not realize that if you score on both sides, especially if you're using a heavier cardstock paper, it helps you fold a little better. All right, now while I got everybody here, this is the deal. I have these observer books that I'm planning to dispose of. I don't want anything for them, but if you want to have one of these and you're willing to pay shipping, I was going to check shipping. I'm thinking shipping's going to be a couple of bucks. I can send it media mail. I'm just going to pop it in a small padded envelope. No big deal. I would just invoice you for the shipping. I will get the cheapest that I can get. Some of these have pages that are missing. They're just not, when I purchased them, I was just starting out, didn't know my likes and my tastes. And so it's going to go to the first me if you want these. If not, they're going to go to Goodwill. Okay, it's just the way it is. So I have Observer's Book of House Plants, just to give you an idea. This is just a little, see there's pages there that I took out. Get my phone out of the way. You want one, Nettie? You have to tell me which one. All right, birds. Some of the pages are loose. I've got insects. These are a nice size. These are, I think, like a 4x6. Cats. Pages missing here. This one's a little different. This is a paperback. The other ones are hard covers. This is like a paperback. Dogs. And another one, dogs. So let me get out my little letters. I'm just going to put in a go, and if anybody wants them, great. I'll invoice you. I'll just have to have your invoice, your information, and of course, you know, where to ship it to. So we're going to say house plants is A, insects C. Let's put these in a little closer so you can see them a little better. Birds B, dogs G, H, I. Okay, so it's just shipping. So it's not a giveaway, as Keisha would say. It's free, but you have to pay the shipping. Oh, you want the birds? Okay. Well, okay. So just put it, if you want, or if you're interested, just pop it in. All right, so I'm going to send this to Nettie. So Nettie, you need to, so your shipping's paid for, sweetheart, and then some. Where's my Post-its? So paintgirly@gmail.com. You can give me your information, or you can private message me Instagram on paintgirly there too. So okay, so that's for Nettie. And then throughout the stream, if you change your mind, you can go back if anybody's interested. Kimberly says no thank you. That's all well and good. I just hate to just put this stuff in the Goodwill bin if I know somebody. Some of these are not hard to get a hold of. And I was looking for some different ones a couple nights ago. They're, you know, you're going to pay probably $5 or $6 for them. Hey, there's Laura. Hi, Laura. Yeah. Okay. All right, girls. I just wanted to offer in case anyone else is interested. So you can let me know. Thank you for that help with it. But, you know, I really feel like I should refund some of your money, but we'll see what it costs for shipping. But it should only be a couple of bucks. All right. So now back to our project. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. All right, let's see. I think I want to fold this one here. So what I'm doing now is I'm just scoring my folders. Because I'm going to try to put two of these together. Now, the other thing that I'm thinking is once I treat these with the coffee, you know, they might get a little wonky, which, you know, wonky pages and wonky paper does not bother me at all. And I'm just going to do a simple pamphlet stitch. And then we'll see about putting pages in, whether we think we should put some pages in or not. These all are about the same size. Okay, Nettie, thank you. That's so sweet. Thanks so much. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. I can send you a couple books for that for sure. All right, now this is the heavier piece. So we'll see how it's going to be to fold this baby. After I think it was Tracy Fox that I first saw with those the Observer books, and I immediately fell in love. And what I didn't realize is that there are different versions, of course, different years that they're printed and such. And I was wanting older covers, and when I ordered some of those, I thought the cover was, a dust jacket and came off, and they weren't. So in some regards, I was looking for versions that I could use the cover to do a little journal that was more of an old-timey. The pages are great though for putting in journals or adding into pockets and whatnot. But see, I have tons of the other kind now, so I don't need all these little guys. All right, so now I'm just doing like an assembly kind of factory line, if you understand what I mean there. I'm just going to mark all these at once so I can just go through and go snip, 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 snip. Whoop. Laura, let me ask you a question because I know you're in Jersey. Do you ever see in your area, I know you're up closer to New York, but you live on a farm, and I'm assuming it's woodsy. Do you guys ever see any bald eagles? I don't want to tell you where I was in my house today, but I was looking out the window and I saw this huge bird fly by, and I would bet $1,000 it was a bald eagle, because from its head to its shoulders was bright white, and it went by so fast, and it was down low, and the wingspan, like we have a lot of hawks here where I am, but I've never seen an eagle. I almost fell over. Almost fell over. And I don't know if it's realistic to think that there might be some in our area. Like my sister has a place up in the Adirondacks. Of course, they have ones right across the lake. We watch him all the time. I was just beside myself. I know, maybe that sounds silly, but to see one, a real one, you think it might have been Gail? Oh, really, Maya? Okay. See, I don't really know if they're more prevalent in one area versus another. I mean, it's not mountainy or anything here. Oh, my stars. I ran out. I'm looking up in the trees, seeing if but he was moving. All right, now the question is, do I use my knife, which I'm thinking about using my knife to snip these. I know, right, Ree? Riri says eagles are spectacular. They have quite a few here on the east coast of Virginia, south of DC, every time. Their presence is, I know. See, that's how I feel. I mean, haven't been up to my sister's place in a little while. There's Shaz. Hey, Shaz, I need your address, my dear. I need your address. If you can private message me either through Instagram or pinkgirly@gmail. I have your envelope to mail you with the eyeball. With your eyeball. Okay. I'm gonna get my little cutter board that I found at the dollar store. My little tiny. She says, "Oh, I sent a few messages. I think it was to the right Chaz. But if you're like me, oh, I know. That's what I think too, Ray. They're just, to me, they're just magnificent. But my sisters, I mean, she's got a big property front. The house sits back, and they're on a lake. And then you've got the width of the lake, and the eagle nest is right across. But when I mean, the top of his head, it just glistens when he's there a lot. And of course, you know, he comes back every year. And sometimes, depending on the foliage, you can see the outline of the nest, and you see little one, you know, the little eaglets or whatever you call them, little heads popping up. Oh, okay. That's all right. No problem. I just didn't want to have you think I forgot you, but I don't have your info to be able to mail it. So whenever, as long as I touched base with you, that's good. That's good. See, here's the dealio. If I have this, see, because of that tab, I can't get that in properly. And then I can't get that side in at all. So now let's just see how. Bop, bop, bop. Bone folder. All right, now Peggy said, do I have I have this. Let's try this. I have a little wonder if I can just go around it with my knife. See, this is the thing that you don't know you're going to encounter. When you go to do something you never tried to do before. Malaya says, I saw a show a long time ago about this family in Alaska whose property was infested with eagles. Oh my gosh, I guess. Yeah, see, it's just going to have to be. Now, someone else said to try this, but see, this will divot it the other way. Maybe that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't want it that way. I think I probably do have some kind of little punch. See, I'm just not liking the doing it by hand because I'm so anal. You know, I wish I were like this in the other areas of my life, but I'm just not, you know, like cleaning the bathroom. See, that looks like somebody with droopy shoulders. All right, I might have to let that go. So let's finish. Let's finish and not think about it for right this second. Yeah, some can sit on our kitchen counter or really, to tell you the truth, on the bedroom floor. I don't go in there that much. Kitchen counter, I don't really. To me, counters, they're to put stuff on. My husband's of a different opinion. But stuff like this makes me crazy. Crazy. But that's not too bad of a little file folder for handmade and not knowing what you're doing. Judy. Hi, Judy. My blade here is dull. I'm getting myself in a rush. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna, oh, puppy's home. I'm going to knock back this manila color. Right now I'm going to leave my points. And I'm going to look through my other cutters. I have a couple of little cutters that might work. But I can't get in that drawer right now. I've said this before. I have a filing cabinet that sits right to my right. And I pull that top drawer out and I kind of use it as a shelf, especially when I'm streaming. It just gives me a little more counter space, really, kind of, sort of. Last night I sat up after the disappointing ball game. I sat up and watched 2 episodes of Midsummer Murders. Oh my gosh, I'm so hooked on them. And they're like 2 hours. It's like a movie. So needless to say, I went to sleep rather early. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. All right, so let's see what we got here. How are we on time? Okay. We still got time, but I want to get the color in these to see if, in fact, this is going to work. Now, I was watching Tim Holtz and his launch of his watercolor pencils, because if some of you may know, I got a set from my daughter for my birthday, and he was showing and working stuff. You like that show, Gail? Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so hooked. I don't know if I'm going to like, I watched the first and second episodes of season 3 of Only Murders in the Building. And I guess the main guy that I am watching, his name is Chief Inspector Barnaby, Tom Barnaby. I guess he retires because there's like 20 some seasons. and then this other guy takes over. So I'm not sure I'm going to like the other guy. My sisters say, yeah, he's all right too. See, now this is what I'm thinking. These are going to get, you know, tucked inside of each other. Now I want to keep two sets separate. Let's see. Different type of murder mystery. Oh, okay. All right, so this is for that one. Let's see, I kept my pieces all organized, but now they're not. So, all right, so that's a longer one. I need this longer one. This one, that one's just a dupe, a dupe. Got one of those. I did two of these because I wasn't sure how the outside cover is going to fold because it's a heavier. You just like your General Hospital? Did I score this? Yeah. My husband was watching an old a rerun of a Hallmark, I think it was. He's like, who's that? Who's this female actress? I said, I don't remember her name, her real name, but she was in General Hospital and played Laura. Yeah, I could have pushed this up a little bit more. I wonder if I score this again. You know how file folders have those little ridges where they bend? All right, so now this is the hard part for Lori because I want it to go up a little bit. So I want to score it maybe. All right, so that's on 4. Let's try here as well. Oop. I'd be gotten crooked. Anyway, Tim was using these cards to use and demonstrate his new watercolor pencils. And of course, they were deliciously stained. And I can't remember all what he didn't use coffee, I can tell you that. But there was a way that he put the medium down and then put the paper cardstock through. And they just look delicious. And I thought, oh, my file folders might look good with that kind of markings. So I was thinking I might try it. Yeah, I haven't had Murders in the Building, heard of that either. Now this is the fiddly part, getting it to bend without ruining the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. And we don't want to pop off a nail, do we? No, we do not. I'm really fighting with this here. Okay, that looks a little rough. Has anybody watched that ghost one? There's something about ghosts. We haven't watched that. Of course, my husband's not too much on things that are funny. He's the more serious bloke. All right, let's get this. So I want to use this as my cover. and I want to color them before I put them together. Okay, so then this will be for my second one. This is what I'm thinking. This one I didn't bend. That's cool. Ghost is great. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Sounds like it would be fun to watch. See, now that one really sticks out far. But I guess that really doesn't matter, right? So I've got the heavier one for my cover. Maybe I want the tab on the front. I think I'm going to have to sand some of these. But this is basically what I'm looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've got that little guy 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got another one here. Let's do this one. Oh, there's a British version of Ghost. Oh, I love the British versions. Gosh, I think it's about in a month I'm going to have another grandbaby. My bonus family is expecting their third baby girl. Whoop, 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 whoop. Very excited. Yeah, I think that one is on PBS, but not sure. Okay, Nettie says it's great too. See, now that one's kind of deep. I think I measured Tim's and they were about 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, I think I want to adjust these, but how to adjust them, that is the question. I think if I do like this, see, then I can just trim off. Oh, that's a good question, Judy. Judy asks if it's about real ghosts. Yeah, I like that better. Let's do this other one. Now I'm just going to trim this off real quick because when I color stain them with the coffee, I want my edges done, you know. Okay, Anne. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. It was nice to see you again. Okay. Let's get up my cutter. Look, all my trash ended up on my cutting board. I sit it on there like a little table. If you're not moving, I use you as a table. Just saying. Okay, I'm gonna eyeball this. Of course, I did it crooked. No, that's pretty crooked, so that could be why. That's a little better. Just got to make sure I am cutting on the right line. Where's my other one go? It is. It is. All right, that's going to have to do me. All right, let's see here. What have we got? Let's clear out all these bits. And I think I'm going to have to take a comfort break, kids. So I will be right back. Let me go do that. And what can I put here for you to just look at instead of that? Here, we'll put, this is Chaz's eyeball. Let's put that there. All right, I'll be right back. Hang on there if you can hang. Probably just saw my mess in the microwave. Oh, thank you. I needed that little break. Okay. So I'm going to get out my gel plate. There's Kathy. Hi, Kat. Beth. Hi, Beth. All right. So let's clear some of this stuff out. Put that up there. Here we go. So I've got my coffee. Now I have one jelly plate that I cut apart. Let's see if any of those. Yeah, this might work. Instead of getting out my big one. Now let's see here. All right. Now this is my coffee in here. I'm going to use this longer pipette, whatever this. Hey, there's Carol. Hi, Carol. All right. We're just going to see how it goes. This may not work. I may have to paint it on. Look at all those bubbles. Now I know I'm going to get some curling, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. So I'm just dripping on some coffee that I have that I keep in my fridge. I did cook it in the microwave, trying to get it to be a little thicker. And I was telling the girls that were in here earlier, I kind of overshot. And boiled it all over my microwave. More struggle. Jana said, Lori, stay out of the kitchen. That's probably good advice. Now, you could color these any way you want. This is card, heavier cardstock, file folder, manila. So you could paint it. You could use your watercolors, ink tints. You could water down some acrylic. Whatever look you're going for. I want to go for the kind of grungy, coffee stained vibe. So like to drag it on the jelly plate, that doesn't really work. Look, I'm picking up some other stuff that's on the plate. That's kind of cool. That is cool. And you could drip too. Let's leave that sit like that. See if I can get that to dry. I'm going to have to use my heat gun. Hit it with the heat gun. Smack it down. Now, of course, I don't know what I'm going to do with this little journal. I just have been wanting to make one. And kind of got the idea years ago from Kathy Arbor and her file folder journal. She paints on anything, really. If you guys didn't see her last live, you need to go watch. She does this cat. She paints her paper with black gesso and then transfers this cat image on it. It's like a Art Nouveau kind of looking cat. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. She's amazing. She's amazing. All right, so now these are, you know, damp. Damp-ish. Damp-ish. Let's put a little more on this guy. Whoop! Got shot over there. That's cool. Oh, did I freeze? Let me know. Am I frozen? Look, I got it all over the place. Should move my mouse. Okay, heat tool. Gail, you think I'm okay? All right, okay. Actually, I could iron these. Why don't I do that? I think that's quicker. Have you ever ironed paper just to get it dry? Where's my iron cord? All right, let's see. I don't think I have enough plugs for this. Let's see what I can. Whoa. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I can get it in there. I need a new setup for all my different things I need to plug in. And I let my wires hang in my one drawer because then I'm not rolling over them, you know. Oh yeah, baby. This one heats up pretty quick. Pretty quick. So I keep a towel that I just use for really like an ironing surface. Judy, oh, there she is. Hi, Judy. Good morning. Okay, I don't know if it's going to work for file folders. It works really well for paper. Now I can stain these more, and I probably will. It's so much easier to do it when everything's apart, you know, before you put it together. But yeah, this works. I mean, that's dry. And then it's not noisy when you're streaming. How about that? All right. You can make these as dark or really put it any color that you want. Now this is my heavier piece. And you could stitch on these too. Oh, I just thought about that. Wouldn't that be nice to stitch on some of them? Oh. I might be able to stitch on them even after it's together. A little bit here and a little bit there. Oh, Shaz, yeah. Okay, my glasses are pushing down on the nose. Got the slide going. Okay, here we go. Last one. Now I'm going to get out my Tim Holtz ink, and I'm going to ink my edges. So I've got to decide what I'm going to do about these corners. I might be able to get some of them with that other punch. That other, not punch, you know what I mean. Gotta put my iron back in a safe place so it doesn't melt anything. I don't know why I didn't round these ends, but I see these ends are not rounded. So I'm picking my small side, the 1/4 inch side. So that got in there okay. All right. Maybe it's just a couple of those. Maybe it was just my imagination. It was just my imagination. I flip it over and do twice. See, now that's tough because I can't get it down in there. But I can do this side. This one I can do. Look at me, all the complaining I was doing. Yeah, that's not gonna. Oh, maybe I can cheat. Yeah, I cheated on that one. I kind of pushed it in front of that little guide. We used to do that camping. My family would camp, and then every night we'd have a campfire. And of course, during the day, we were in the creek and carrying on and walking on rocks. And so our sneaks were always wet. So we'd sit them at the back of the campfire. It was like a, ooh, this is warm. You know, a stone ring. And we'd sit our sneakers. And my uncle got his sneaks a little too close one night. You did, Peggy? Oh my gosh, I was so enamored with Jiffy Pop popcorn. My mother wouldn't buy it. It's too expensive. Okay, so let's line these babies up and see what we got here. Oh, that's right. I want to ink them. I'm going to go with my vintage photo first and see if that gives me enough of a dark edge. right. Ink-a-dink. Ink-a-dink. And then we used to also take Pringles because you could, you know, close those up in the damp. It was so cool and damp in the evenings while we were camping. We had to keep all of our food locked up in a larder so the animals didn't get to it. So the Pringles were great. And then when it emptied, my dad and my uncle got the brilliant idea. Let's put that on the back of the campfire ring. See what happens. Well, as it got warmer, it created steam inside and it would pop the lid off. Oh my gosh. It'll jump about 10 feet. My dad and my uncle thought that was a hoot. Really crap that edge up. Now, I wonder how it would be if I went one step further. Where's my... See, this is why I don't get anything finished. Always be getting another idea. Let's take a stencil. What else do I have? What is darker? Most of those are Christmassy words. I feel like I need something underneath me to work on. Oh, she's having pizza. I was getting ready to ask her. I was getting ready. I think I'm going to stick with the browns. Let's pull out my oxide. Let's do the gathered twig and see if I can get anything to come up. Might be too... Well, I hope she got some toppings. This will be very subtle. Gail. You girls crack me up. You just looked up Jiffy Pop? Yep. It had a wire handle on it. You took off the paper advertisement part, and it was all tin foil, and you were supposed to put it over your stove. I forget what temperature, and then you just kept shaking it. And as you shook it, and the popcorn started to pop, the tin foil on the top, it was like twisted, and it would untwist and get bigger, and it looked like almost like an old-timey hair dryer bonnet. Oh my gosh, love that stuff. I don't even remember if the popcorn was any good. I just remember wanting to do it and see it, get big and puffy. Mom said it was too expensive. We could do popcorn in a pot. I mean, I guess we did have it a couple of times. But, yeah, it was amazing. Amazing. Oh, yeah. I mean, my grandkids would love it, I'm sure. You know what? This one, I think I'm going to put a little divot on the side. Sometimes you have a little divot. Gail's got a link in there for us. Oh, I think it was easy to burn, Carol. That's one thing I do remember. Walmart still carries it? I should get some for the grands. Let's see, what else do I have here that I can stencil? I could stamp too, right? Oops, wrong one. Whoop, 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 whoop. So this one's going to go this way. So let's stamp appropriately. Let's see. It was just imagination. Once again, running away with me. Top. Hey, Andrea, hello, hello. Let's see, what do we have that's kind of like a, could be like a border patrol. Where's my brush? You can overlap the stenciling too. Can you guys see that? I could do this all day long. All day long. We still got a little time. We still got some time. Oh, I did that one backwards. It's all right. Moving slowly. I did something. Well, I can't really sleep in a bed anymore. My body doesn't tolerate it. It's a good song. Um, my doctor wants me to sleep, flat. He said you can have other health issues if you don't sleep flat, for an extended period of time. So we have two beds, and the one bed's softer than the other. So I just thought I would try the hard bed. I can't tolerate at all. But I haven't been doing too bad in the soft bed, so I thought I would try, and oh my gosh, my spinal stenosis really kicked in. I mean, today it's not too bad. I'm moving pretty good, but yesterday, oh my Lord, was just horrible, really and truly horrible. Okay, I got a lot of these to do. Yeah. I'm indulging in pizza and loving every bite. Judy. We were wondering if there's any, well, I was wondering if there's any toppings. We usually do plain. Sometimes we do toppings. There's a place about an hour from us. We call it Pete and Elda's. It's a combo. It's okay, Gail. So one of the smaller shore points. I forget what town it's actually in. It might be Bradley Beach there. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's called Carmen's Bar and Grill, Pete and Elda's something or other. And the pizza that they serve is like on a crack. It's like a cracker kind of a, which normally I would not like. But their sauce, they must cut their sauce with something so it's not real acidy and it's mild, and their cheese, it's just everything about it. It's just absolutely divine to me. And I think we're going to take a ride. We were going to go for my birthday, but I just didn't feel like sitting in the car. Because hey, Aunt Beck. Because we had just come back from my mom's Italian sausage, pepperoni, bacon, artichokes, olive. Oh my gosh, Judy, that sounds like heaven on a slice. Girl. Whew. Lovely. Let's see, what else do I have in my Stamporama here? Stamp choices here. Let's put from the heart on here. Let's stamp that somewhere. And I don't care if it comes out real clear. That's all right with me. I do. Let's get my bees. Hey, I haven't seen Queen Bee in a while. Wonder how she's doing. Let's get out some of these bees. Bees, please. Lori, your Tim Holtz stamp pads, do you need to use reinkers often? If so, okay, I got to read that again. Lori, your Tim Holtz stamp pads, do you need to use reinkers often? No, I don't use them reink too terribly often. I've got a lot of reinkers sitting over here. But no, I don't think I use them too often. Is that what you're asking? Like, do they last pretty long? I think they last pretty long. My distress ones, I re-ink more often. I don't have any of I think I just have maybe one of this oxide, but to be fair, I use the ink more than I use the oxide. You did, Aunt Beck? Oh my goodness, good for you. Aunt Beck just did a 2-mile walk. It's so warm here today. I don't think I could walk if I wanted to, and I don't want to. But I'm just saying, I don't think I could. Of course, it's really nasty out here. Yes, Lori, you seem to get a lot of mileage out of his pads. Yeah, I do. I mean, I do, but I'm not like always making cards and stuff, either. But I mean, I do a fair amount. Of jazz. I should get a block out, and I didn't. Peggy says, I don't re-ink very often with my oxides. I hardly use my distress ink very often. Mostly oxides. Cool. I just like, when I put this brush in, it just seems to work for me with the oxides. And I guess you probably can do that with your inks too, but then I think I'm going to mess up my brushes, so I don't. I don't know if that makes any sense. Let's get this here. I would say buy one of each and try them and see how well it suits you. Yeah, it just depends on what you like, right? Yeah, I do like the oxides, for using through a stencil, I gotta say. But, I'm sure, let's try it. We'll do this, we'll do a stamp. What else do I have here? Have a beautiful day. Let's use this, let's try this big old. I color code my brushes for my ink pads. I put silver tape on the oxides and oh yeah, that's a good idea, Peggy. Yeah, because see the difference? Peggy's saying, see the container, the inks are black and the oxides are like a gray silver. So she puts a silver tape. What I did was the last set of brushes I bought are kind of color coded. So I used the yellow for the yellow, the green for the greens. Let's put this guy here, see what happens. Yeah, see, I mean, they really stamp just as well. So I got kind of messy on the end there. I did a messy bit. All right, let's put him back. And then you also can, let's see, let's try this guy. What was Timmy doing with the watercolor pencils? How did he do it? Just see, what color do I have here? This is Walnutto. I think he wet this. I think he wet the stamp. I'm quite crowded here. All right, let's see if this works. I'm not sure if this is, I'm forgetting how he did it. This is going to make more like a watercolor imprint. Let's do it here first. Ah, that was too wet. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing this right. But I know he colored on stamps somehow with these watercolor pencils. See, I'm just rubbing it. That's more better. Okay, so you don't want to saturate it and make puddles like I did initially over here. That kind of just makes it look like a crime scene. Maybe I'll put him this way. Only got a portion. I only got a portion. Peg says just spritz. Where's my spritzer? I'm so messy. I'm so messy. Cindy, did I miss? Rain Girl, hi. She just got home from church. Good girl. I'm so messy. I think that's a little mooch. Okay, this might end up being a place where I need to cover it up when I'm all finished. Not too bad. It's all different things we can do with our supplies. Okay, I'm really dragging the feet here. Let's see, quarter till Tanya comes on at 2. I don't know how much more y'all can stand of me. All right, let's see. I've only got a couple more. So it's going to go in that way. So then maybe this one should go this way. Get the old gray hair off of the ink pad. The old gray hair just ain't what she used to be. How you doing, Cindy? Ain't what she used to be. Oh, goodness. Another week starting, huh? Whew. I gotta make me some doctor appointments. Gotta get on the stick. I hate calling doctor's offices on Mondays, though, because they're usually slammed, you know? And then Tuesday, I say, oh, I can wait another day. And then before I know it, it's Friday, and some of them aren't open, and I'm a struggle. I'm a struggle. Let's put this here. Go right down this way, this way. Who's streaming after me? Tanya McGuire comes on, I think around 2. At least that's what she used to be doing. And We've got Ann Lahr at 5. These are Eastern times, I believe. Ann Lahr at 5. Murray at, I think, around 7. And Xandra at 4. And I don't really try to ignore anybody or overlook anybody, but I just don't, like, I don't know when Lisa Jameson streams. Shannon Art Junkie was on yesterday. PM, see, I don't remember these girls. PM Studios, I think they're on now. Yeah, but Mary also does a Sunday evening, and she does Friday evening. You know, some folks I just don't know when they stream. The tea fairy. I haven't heard her say that. That's cute, but I know Jeffrey always goes and gets her tea. He's a good guy. He's a keeper. All right, let's put some of this here. I'm just putting some background in before I get it together. All right, so that'll be okay. And then this is my cover. I was thinking about putting that on the cover. Yeah, no, she didn't stream this past Friday night, I don't think, but generally she does. And her time is Central, so I always get that messed up. But I think for me, Eastern, she comes on around, I don't know, Becky's better at it. Becky would know better than me. 7 or 8 on Sunday. My problem is half the time I don't know what day of the week it is, so I forget who's on. But I mean, if I missed anybody, you know, mention it in chat. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, and you go, and if you like someone and you want to make sure you catch them, even if you can't always, like if you go in and you sub to their channel and you hit that little bell, you can be notified. Now, sometimes there's a glitch in it, and you know, it's either 7 or 7:30 Eastern, Becky says, on Fridays and Sundays for Mary. Thanks, Beck. And like I know Beth is Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights. And Lisa Calico Kate is Tuesday morning. You know, there's certain ones I have locked in, but then there again, I forget what day it is. And Tuesdays I've been struggling with because that seems to be the day where a lot of stuff ends up happening with my mom. But if you do that little notification bell, at some point you should start getting notified. But it's hard to keep track. You know, like Jen Wren, I don't know when she comes on. Stephanie, all those gals. I don't know if they have. And some people are, you know, when they can, they stream, you know, like it's not set in stone because their schedule doesn't allow for that. So, you know, and that's fine too. It's just that if you like somebody, you hate to miss them, right? I think I'm going to put my, now maybe that'll be a little too gay. Maybe I'll do some of these bubbles. And then I have a flower one that I like. Let's do the same on the back. I do like the this little wiry looking thing. Oops, I dipped in the wrong one. See, I moved it. Didn't dip down hard. Now, if anybody watches the beginning of my stream and you want one of those books I offered, just let me know. You just have to pay the shipping. All right, let me take out my, and then we'll be ready to put this together. Wah, wah, wah. Get my little envelope. Journal, if you will. I store my stencils. Now, oh, I forgot I had that one. Oh, I forgot I had those. Where's my Fleur? Not that one. This one, I love this one. Let's put one of these on the front and the back. Well, Calico Kate Ange is on Tuesday. She's on, I think, 10. And Beth is on Tuesday night. And there's somebody else on Tuesday. It's very subtle, but you can see it. Oh, yeah. Kathy Berg and Colleen, CK Art. They're on at 10. There's other people too. Maybe PM Studios. Did they do Tuesday too? Yeah, I don't know Becca's schedule. Yeah. See, there's, like I said, Lisa, Dana, Scrappy Girl. I'm trying to think of some of the other gals that I just don't have it in my brain. All right, so here are my pages. So let's see. Look, this one I didn't decorate. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. So let's put a small, and then we're going to put a small. Kathy Arbor Tuesday afternoon, and then she switched Thursday evenings. I'm going to put this little one maybe here. I don't think I want the little one in the center. Now, here's the question. Do we put pages in? These are horses. This doesn't really go, does it? Horses. This is a good size, though. I'm not liking that. I think I need some coffee stained paper. Yeah, then you've got, Janet Nash and Dee Dee and Janet you know, on Monday. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Okay. Oh, sounds like hubby's fighting with the refrigerator again. Okay, I just put some maybe I wonder if I can use this. This is some paper I tried to do some eco dyeing on. Didn't go, you know, too terribly well. Look, this still has, you know, petals on it. So maybe I could. Ooh, that'll fit. That I can fold. Now, where to put them? That's the question. This one's kind of really beat up. That one's not too bad. This one's not too terribly bad. Am I making you confused? See how messy I am? Now, do I want them all together? Or do I, see, I really want that, I think, to open and be the center. So I could put that there. I could put this one here. Now that I can fold and make a little pocket. I think I want that one that way. All right, let's fold one more. See, this is why you don't throw anything away. See, normally I would say this paper is trash. But it might look okay in here. Now this one, yeah, I might decide to tear that. I'm going to leave that whole for right now. So now I just want to make sure I've got everything where I want, and I know where I'm going to punch my holes. See if I can punch my holes correctly. I'm just going to eyeball it. I should probably clip this. Let's see. We'll put a clip there. And I'm going to put a clip here. Now, another question. Do I want my strings on the outside and the bow, or do I want my bow in the center? I think I want my bow in the center. And this is probably going to be way too much, but I'm just going to do three times, 3 lengths. This is waxed linen. Like, I'm giving it a little tail. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to need that much, I'm sure. Give that a little cut. You'll have a little sip. Is the Ange on her way out? I don't want to miss anybody if they're leaving. Okay. So I'm going to get my pokey tool and I'm going to eyeball the center. 3 stitch pamphlet stitch. And then I'll come down here a little bit to the left. Just you gotta watch, make sure your finger's not, 'cause that hurts. Hey, boo-boo. And number 3. And then because I want my tails in the center, I'm going to start stitching in the center. And now I need a big odd needle. I'll grab this one. I'm pretty sure this is going to need some kind of tie around it, because without even having anything in there, you know, the file folders are so, you know, they're heavier and they're not too bendy. So I'm starting in the center. Going to leave myself a tail, and then I'm going to go to one of the ends. Ouch! I did it. I poked my finger. Okay, then I'm going to come down to the bottom. I'm in the center. I'm coming all the way back down to the bottom. It should go through very easily, but sometimes it doesn't. Here we go. Now you want to make sure you got it tight. And this is just like when you're doing regular paper. You know, you want it tight to hold, but you don't want it so tight that it buckles your paper and wrinkles it. So then I'm going to come back into that back center hole, and you're trying not to pierce your thread, which I did. So if you kind of hold it to one side, you can usually get in there. Because if you get it in the thread, it doesn't pull out nice, and then you can have a little issue. Now see, this is slippery and I can't grab it. I'm going to get a pair of pliers of some kind so I can grab it, pull it through. And just make sure everything's nice and tight, you know, and not loopy. Because if it's loopy on the back or inside, then your pages will be real wiggly. And, you know, you might not like that. And then you just tie it. You can make a little bow. You can have it just straight. Add some little charms. It could be paper charms. They could be metal charms. Take off our clips. Now I want to come back in here. See, I folded some of these. I think I'm going to tear some of these off. And I can still, you know, come back in and make pockets. And then I can use this extra, you know, for like a little note or a little writing or a little tuck in. This one, I'm going to probably make a little pocket. So I'll do a little divot here. So it looks more rustic than it does, you know, if we hadn't treated the cardstock. So, you know, I can decorate those tabs however I want. This could be a little tip out. I might trim that a little bit. We'll see. I'm not sure right now. That I'll glue down. Oh, there's another little pocket. I'm going to leave that for now because I'm not sure. Once I get in here and start decorating and stuff. I really could probably just have a big clip on the top too to hold it shut. But once I get putting stuff in there or painting in there or drawing or whatever, you know, we'll just see. I like when they have ties around them. So that's it. I did it. I did it. So my idea was to make 2 of them and then to give one away. So I've got my pages cut to do a second one. So let's see. Let's do 1 to 50. I'm going to put in a go. Where's my mouse? Now, I don't know that I can, it's kind of heavy. So I don't know that if you, I hate not including the international. If you're international and you win, I'll wait and we'll see what it comes to, and then I'll go from there. All right. So let me just put in a go. We'll just have everybody play and we'll say 1 to 50. So if you'd like to get, I can't guarantee it will look exactly like this one. I don't know if I have any more of these pages left, you know, and I'll probably do some random, but I won't do whole lots because then you can do some. Did everybody go? Maybe everybody goed. Maybe everybody's left. And they didn't say toodaloo. Am I live? Am I still live? I think I'm live. So if you're interested, go ahead and put a number in. And if no one's interested, that's fine too. Buckle my shoe. I don't want to hang around here too long and wait for you. Okay, so it is 1 Eastern. So I'm getting ready to skedaddle, kids. I'm getting ready to skedaddle. I got all kinds of goofy goofs on here. All right, let's see. All right, so nobody's interested in having one. Okay, that works. That's fine. So listen, thanks everybody for being here. I had fun throwing this together. Oh, you have put in, oh, Becky's messaging me. You have put in numbers, but I don't see them. Wonder why I can't see them. Okay, let me open up my YouTube on my phone. Let's do it that way. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so I'm going to need your help because nothing's popping in on StreamYard for me. So let me go to.
So that's good. Okay. So I'm going to need your help because nothing's
All right,
popping in.
that's my YouTube. I'm going to just get out of that and then let me go to random. .org. I don't know why I say it like that. RANDOM. I always put in the. I need a larger keyboard. And say go. All right, so now I have to switch this to say, what did I say, 50? And I'm going to just say stop because I can't see anything. And so I've got it here. You probably can't see it that great. I'm going to generate. Number 9. Do we have anybody that has closest to 9 without going over? We may have to pick another number. Let's just see. Now let me get back in here. I wonder why my chat. Melody loves her hobbies. Number 3. Is she to win a winter chicken dinner? All right, Melody. I'm not sure if I have your mailing info. So if you would be so ever so kind as to private message me your info, that would help me out greatly. And I'll get that together and I'll get that to you. All right. And then Shaz, I'm hoping to hear from you for your mailing info. Nettie, she already messaged me. I'll get back to you, Nettie. But yes, you did get the right person. It's me. And early on in the stream, Ange mentioned she had a mammogram, so she needs to have another picture taken. So let's keep her in our thoughts and our prayers. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you to my dear mods for helping me out. I appreciate that so very, very much. And I hope to see you all soon. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. Until next time, bye bye.